Good morning, friends, followers, channel members. Oh, and what a way to start the stream. We have a levitating Scandinavian A320 behind us. God bless GSX and V-Pilot. I wonder if we're ever going to actually get that sorted. But never mind. Anyway, welcome guys. Welcome to a Thursday daytime stream. Always good fun to fly during the day, of course. Keep you guys company. And it's a nice long flight as well today. Flight time is around 2 hours. Where are we going? God knows. Rijeka Island? I have no idea how you pronounce it. Anyway, it's somewhere in Croatia. Never been there before. Don't know the place. It's got quite a bit of terrain around it as well as we come into land. So either way, should be good fun. Let me just get into the flight deck. It's quite loud out here on the apron, isn't it? So let me just jump in. There we are. Oh, that's much better. So welcome guys. Hope you are all well. Yes, so off to Rijeka Island in Croatia. You might want to look that one up. I certainly had to. This is, I'm not sure if it's a new destination, but it's certainly somewhere that Easyjet will be flying in the summer. Not flying there just yet, so there's no real call signs or anything like that available. Hence why we're on our usual default Easy34 Alpha Mike call sign today. But yeah, this will be a real world route come the summer months. So thought we'd go and check it out. It's also got some amazing freeway scenery as well on FlightSim.to. So that was when I saw that, I thought we've got to go and check this out today. So we've got nice weather here in Gatwick, a few clouds and some scattered showers knocking about. We'll go through a full brief in a moment. We've also got some ATC as well this morning, so that's good. So welcome on board, everyone. Thank you for coming and joining me on this this Thursday morning. It's just coming up to 11 local time here in the UK. So good morning to Elliot, Lemon, Dwyle, Dave, Voodoo, Mark's here as well. Yeah, Mark, my apologies. I completely forgot to turn the sound on at the start of the stream, so I saw your comment and thought, whoops. Ace Airstream, good morning. You had to look up the destination. Yep, you weren't the only one. Air Marshal 5, good morning to you. Hope you're well. Hey Scotty, hey Andre. And Speedbird 464, good morning Nick over on Twitch. Shout out to our Twitch viewers as well. Hey Sebastian, hope you are hope you're well. Right, let's let's have a look. Operational flight plan, as always, pinned into the chat as per usual. Let's see. Ooh, we need some 80s before we go any further, don't we? What's that? I can never remember the frequency here for this. Gloric says the pronunciation should be Rijeka. Is that right? Rijeka? Am I saying that right now? Rijeka? Rijeka? I have no idea. I'll make a note of that. But we'll see. Morning, Paul Halford. Morning, Captain and chat. How are we today? Just watching one of the previous lives and got the notification that we are live. Oh, come and join this one, Paul. Yeah. It's live and interactive. 80s. What are you? 13652. Let's have a listen. And where's my pen gone? Scribble this information down. 136.525. Quite a bit of air traffic control online over London this morning, which is great. Okay, let's see what's happening in Gatwick.
Hours in vicinity. Clouds broken 1,600 feet. Temperature 2.10. QNH 1006. Acknowledge receipt of information Delta and advise aircraft type on first contact.
Just need to listen to that again because I didn't get the winds.
This is Gatwick Airport information Delta at time 0950. Automatic. Runway in use 2 SIXL. Transition level.
What?
Flight level 75. ILS approach to be expected. Data link clearances are available. Departing aircraft make initial contact with London Control on 129.425. Surface wind 220 degrees, 11 knots, varying between 190 and 250 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Showers in vicinity. Clouds broken 1,600 feet. Temperature 2.10. QNH 1006. Acknowledge receipt of information Delta and advise aircraft type on first contact.
Okay. Yeah, no idea what that was with the runway and the winds and things, but yeah, runway 26 left is in use. ILS approach, we don't need to worry about that. Okie dokies. Says pre-departure clearance is available. Not got the Gatwick ground identifier. I would imagine it's Echo Golf Kilo, isn't it? It's not shown in there. It doesn't matter. We'll use voice anyway. Right, that's that. We've got that information. Let's have a look then at the operational flight plan, see what we're doing, where we're going today. So quick look at the flight route that is there on the virtual tablet just there. There you go. So this is where Rijeka Island is. Just on the sort of tip there of Croatia. So let's have a look at the flight plan, see what we've got. 12 tons of payload. The alternate is Z-Air. Cost index of 4. All the usual stuff. Tailwind of 30. Great. Flight time 1 hour 44 as well. Speedbird XM, yeah, this is the freeway Gatwick Airport. Amazing scenery. One of the best free ones, yeah. CT Bagger said, pretty certain it's pronounced Rijeka. I don't know. I've been given 3 pronunciations of that this morning, so I might just call it our destination. It's easier. Right, this is we've got 741 miles. Decent flight time today then. What's our fuel looking like? 6.8 tons is the plug. Don't know the route, say we've never been there before, so we're going to be just checking through. We'll go through Brussels, over the Rhine radar, Vienna, then over Milan, Alps to think about as we go, Ljubljana as well, a little bit further on. Let's have a look then, what's the weather currently at? So cloud base 4,000 feet, but visibility is great, and a 6 knot crosswind at the moment. That of course can change as we spend the next couple of hours flying. The alternates, we've got Z-Air, Pulu, all of those. Yeah, all the 9s as you can see on the screen, so all of them are absolutely fantastic. So let's have a look and see what the forecast is. So, destination airport, there we go. So, winds currently 180 at 9. Good visibility, scattered clouds, QNH 1024. What's going to be happening in the future? Very, very little change looking at that, to be honest with you. Winds 1404, so light winds, good visibility, clouds around 4,000 feet. Yeah, so nothing there that's of much concern. Light winds, and I believe the runway there is runway 14 as well, so that's going to be straight on the nose, so that's fantastic as well. Thomas Wang, why so low cost index? You are familiar with the low cost carriers, Thomas, presumably. I think therein lies your answer. Ace, yeah, it's the airport is on the island of Kirk. How on earth are we pronouncing that? There's no vowels in it. Kirk. Which should be a nice, lovely Adriatic destination. I hope so. It looks quite scenic from some of the pictures I've seen. It'll be interesting when we get down there to see. Let's have a look at some en route weather and find out what fuel we're going to take with us, but looks like a beautiful day down in Kirk or Rijeka or whatever you want to call it. That's our flight routes. Let's have a look at the weather. Icing up to about 20,000 feet. Alright, so throw some extra fuel on for that. A little bit of the jet stream there, accounting for that tailwind that's pushing us down. High level forecast looks fine. Okay. Don't need that much extra fuel then, really, do we? 6-8, I reckon 7-3 will do. Yeah, 7-3, just for a bit of anti-icing and avoiding any clouds and stuff like that. So yeah, 7.3 tons is fine. Good stuff. Hey Santa Kingy, how do you get the ACARS working? Yeah, so you need a ACARS Hoppy address. If you Google Hoppy, Hoppy is in Hoppie, ACARS, Google that and it'll tell you how to get a user code, which you do need, and then it uses that to get the ACARS working. Right, so let's get rid of that. And we'll start setting our aircraft up. So, second flight of the day for the aircraft. It's already done a couple of stints this morning, so we're in the turnaround state. Let's just check. So, nav logo lights are on. That's fine. Acupressures, good. Flaps, spoilers, they're fine. Parking brakes done. Yes, wonderful. Right, we've got the QNH already. 1006. That's set. Audio control panel, just check we've got the guard frequency, yeah, that's been monitored. Switching panel, thrust levers, engine mode, just basically checking that the last crew haven't screwed anything up for us. It would be kind of cool, I said, if there was some sort of mod that became available which could just sort of I don't know, leave some switches in random places, so you need to make sure that you go and saw them. Yeah. Santa King, yeah, you need to pop that into the Fenix app. I think it's the app, yeah. And you can obviously only do it if the VATSIM controller is accepting ACARS as well. So that's an important thing. Right, let's just come up here. Let's get the constraints on 1006. That's fine. Initial climb out of Gatwick's 4,000 feet, and the overhead just confirmation. We've got the fuel pumps off, packs are off, everything's off. I'm a bit chilly this morning. I want to turn that one up. Don't care about my first officer. he can sweat. In fact, there's a point. Let's just get rid of his tablet. I don't know if that saves frame rates, but it's one less thing to render, isn't it? So you'd think maybe there's a little bit of a performance gain. Marginal, but never mind. Right, let's set up the box, shall we? Hey David, hey Pilot Dan, good afternoon. Hope you're going to enjoy a nice flight with us down to somewhere. 1 hour 44 minutes. Right, data page, IRS, got the 3 navs, aircraft status. Yeah, air cycle's good, engines are correct. Alright. Thing, we could probably start getting everyone on board then, can't we? Should we tell GSX to make a start? I'm Groot, good morning. So we'll tell them to get going.
Cabin crew, we're all happy with how things are up here, so now open the doors and start letting our passengers on board. Thank you.
Okay. What else we got? What's the tropopause then? Let's clear the scratch pad out. Ground temperature is 12. Tropo is 29848. Grab the winds. Hey, Mads Jensen. Good morning, mate. Are you well? Hey, Elliot, will I be tinkering with the A38? Of course I will. Absolutely I will. Can't wait for that to come out. My wife's going to hate it because I'll just be like doing long haul streams all the time. IRS in it. Where are we? Where are we? Let's get the charts. Check that's correct. Where have you gone? Right, stand 103. Where are you? Ah, here we go. 5194 north and 0105 west. That's looking good. Alright, and we're cruising today flight level 370 with a temperature of 51. Minus 51, that is, of course. Alright, on departure then, 26 left, and we're on the Mimfo 1 mic, I think. Yeah. Mimfo 1 mic at departure with our arrival at the other end. ILS 14. Girder 1 X-ray arrival. That's the one. Now, what veers do we have available here? No veers. Okay, that's fine actually. That makes sense. So we'll explain why a little bit later on. So that's 738 miles there, 741 miles in the box. That's okay. Let's have a look at the route. Check that looks accurate. Yes, that's the Mimfo departure. Scroll down, out over the channel, down over Europe. Milan, and then yeah, there we go. And there's loads of terrain around here, so this is going to be really interesting, this arrival. And as I say, we've never done it before, so that's going to be that's going to be fun. Mads Jensen, I think we can all agree when the A380 is going to be released, it's going to be chaos on VATSIM. It's only chaos if people don't know how to fly the aircraft. Yeah, Paul, see, we're getting another A320, this time from Latin VFR. I'll be honest with you, I won't be touching that. That's fine. Arc 20, there we are. Have they done any improvements to the first A321 that they brought out? Because that was awful. Box is done. Radnav page, not really much to pop in here. We've got Mayfield, which we could use for a hold if something blows up after departure. So we'll throw that in there. That's all fine. Right, in it B, have we got our preliminary load sheet? So, is there a few weights? 56.2. That's our CFG. 29.2. There we are. Alternate fuel. What's that? .3 tons. Okay. Hit the fuel planning button, see what it says. I've already said I'm going to take 7.3 tons today. The aircraft wants 7.4. Do you know what? I'm not going to be worried about that. I'm going to take 7.3, which is, it's more than I need. It is more than I need. We've also got fuel. We've got over a ton for the alternate, which won't need that either. But it's fine. So I think 7.4 would be overkill. Takeoff weight 63.3. And yeah, don't worry about the extra. So we've got 100 kilograms less fuel than it suggests, but it'll be fine. The Fenix doesn't burn fuel quite as efficiently as expected. In fact, it burns it more efficiently than expected, so that's fine. Matt Jensen, do you reckon we're going to see some weird A380s, some Easyjet A380s, Ryanair and Scandinavian A380s? I hope not, but I'm just a stickler for a bit of realism, but that's just me. You can do what you want, I guess. Right, performance calculations, let's have a look. Hey, Scotty. I'm alright, thank you, mate. I hope you are too. So it's dry, 26 left, flaps 1, flex, anti-ice will be off, packs will be off, takeoff weight 63.3. What was the oh, I didn't get the CFG. What was the CFG for departure? It was 27.4. That's quite low. Okay. 27.4. Pop in the live weather. Intersection, we'll go via Bravo 1. Mike Wright, good evening then. Good evening from Perth, not the Scottish one, the Australian one. Oh, Mike, good to see you on a live stream. Obviously, hopefully this is a much nicer time for anyone watching in Australasia today. Right, what we got? 138, 141, 138, 140, 141. Flaps 1, and what is the what's the flex? 68. Cool. Okay, let's have a look at the engine out procedure, thrust restriction values, etc. So thrust restriction, acceleration, engine out, they are all accurate and fine. Engine out procedure then here at Gatwick, standard 1700 feet, left turn, Willow. Let's get that into the secondary flight plan then. So oops, copy the active. So E out SID, so we'll create a waypoint 15 miles straight out on runway track, which we will call E out SID, which we'll have to base off the runway we're departing from, which is Echo Golf Kilo Kilo 26 left. What's the bearing? Can't remember. It's 258. And we'll pop that 15 miles out. There we go. Store that waypoint. Pop it in. And then we make a left turn to Willow. We've done this so many times now on stream, I'm sure you're familiar with it. Any questions though? I'm happy to answer them once we're airborne and in cruise. Enter the hold at Willow, inbounds 284. And is it left turns? It is, left turns. After that, oops, go back. After Willow to Gatwick, because quite obviously if we've lost an engine we're not going to continue to our destination, so Gatwick in there, and that's going to be arriving back on ILS 26 left, no start, and the Willow via. Check we've programmed that all correct. Yeah, straight out, outside, left turn, enter the hold, back round and land. Short stream, job done. Hopefully that won't be the case. Santa King on Twitch says, did a flight in the sunrise this morning to Bergen. Was nice till Microsoft Flight Sim crash. Yes, sadly happens, doesn't it? Very frustrating when it does. Alright, box is set up. So with that in mind, let's have a look then and contact air traffic control. What frequency is ground? 1218. Just give them a shout. Well, I think everyone's just got on board as well, so that's good. Right, information echo is now current. Gatwick ground, good morning, Easy 34 Alpha Mike, Type A320 requesting IFR clearance as filed, and we have information Echo stand 103.
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, Gatwick going baby, good morning, clear to destination, min 41 Mike, departure, squawk 6026.
Cleared via the Info 1 Mike departure squawk 6026, Easy 34 Alpha Mike.
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, we've got threats.
See, he said cleared to destination as well, he didn't want to try and pronounce it. Smart man. Squawk 6026. I've left my cup of tea in the kitchen, that's no good, we're going to have to grab that after departure. And just confirm that initial climb then. 4,000, and we've got speed constraints as well of 220 on that departure. So go to our performance page, 220, so we'll clean up and pre-select what was green dot? 203, there we are. Good. Alright then, let's do the brief. So oh, actually, just before I do that, let me just tell the Fenix aircraft to load all the fuel and things that we want. GSX has done its thing, so we want 7.3 tons of fuel, please. Sounds like they've just closed the doors as well.
Hi Gavin, all the passengers are on board and we're ready to go. I'll bring you a cup of tea after we've taken off.
That's great. Thank
Oh,
you.
she's going to bring my tea for me, Elliot. Matt's dog has just knocked his tea all over the floor. Oh, there's nothing worth it. It stains, doesn't it? Don't worry about my tea going cold. It's in a thermos flask, and it stays warm for hours. The legend is here, Dark Fury. Bonjour, hello, Captain Nibib as well on Twitch. Good morning, sir. Oh, everyone's coming on board now. Just as we close the doors, everyone's jumping on board. Fantastic. Right, time for the brief. So, weather here in Gatwick. Got some showers in the vicinity. Clouds 1,600. Winds 220 at 11. So, slight west wind from the left as we're departing. But runway conditions are good. They're pretty dry. Weather en route. We've got a nice tailwind pushing down. We've got some icing expected up to flight level 200. And then for our arrival, we've got light winds and good visibility as well. So, nothing to concern ourselves with regards to the weather. Aircraft type A320, fully serviceable with the exception of the weather radar. So, don't worry about, but we'll not worry about that today. No note times for our departure. I've not even looked at the note times for the arrival airport. We've got plenty of time to do that in cruise, so we'll sort that out then. Threats to be aware of for the departure, not very much. The main thing at Gatwick is just the traffic, initial climb altitude, that kind of thing. But yeah, traffic's the main one, and making sure that we don't get lost on this little mazy point of the taxiways, which is very easy to do if you're not paying attention. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So no real threats. We've done Gatwick as well, so we're pretty familiar with it too. All right, let's go through the brief then for what we're going to do, where we're going to go, how we're going to fly this departure. So we're standing at 103, pushing back, probably facing east on Kilo. We expect Kilo, then Papa, and we can take Bravo. We may get Alpha, but if we get Bravo, that's fine. We'll tell them we can take Bravo because it's a slightly shorter taxi, gets out here a little bit quicker as well. Short taxi, so we're going to do both engines on startup because not really enough time for a single engine taxi, plus lots to do between there and there, so I don't want to be worrying about getting that done and getting all the checklists run, things like that. So the departure then, let's have a look. So that is the chart. We've got initial climb 4,000 feet and we've got speed restrictions as well of 220 knots. So let's just go through the box, have a look at that. So the flight plan, 26 left, Minfo 1 Mike, departure, which is straight out and then a right hand turn at 2.3 miles from the ILS DME. I completely lost my train of thought there. Noise abatement 2, first turn to the right, transition altitude today is 6,000 feet. Radnav page in the box. We have got Mayfield progress page. 3.6 is optimum, 3.7 is planned, 3.7 is going to be valid, so that's fine as well. Performance figures, we've got 138, 140, 141, and clean speed is 212. Now, right, let me just go and update the pre-select to 212 then. So we're flying at green dot speed until we've passed the speed constraints. That's all done. Flaps 1 departure, and we're flexing today 68. Looking to land with 2.3 tons of fuel, and the second flight plan is set to the engine out procedure. So that is that's pretty much the lot. One other thing actually in Radar page, I will put big in. Don't know if that's already hard tuned. It is actually, it's already hard tuned, that's fine. Alright, good, that's a normal brief done. Emergency brief, so standard Airbus emergency brief, and if we've lost the engine out procedure, then here, because there's not really any terrain around, straight out, and then once we have secured the engine and we're past 1,700 feet, make a left turn to Willow, enter the hold, we'll get ourselves nice and safe, 3,000 feet, and then we'll get back into Gatwick. One more thing, MSA as we depart, 212223 all the way through. And yeah, lock DME is 110.9, so what we can do as well, shouldn't need to do this, but if we go to the Radnav page, pop that lock DME frequency in, 110.9, throw that in there. Oh, actually it's already in, that's already hard tuned in, so auto tuned in, that's fine, so just get that on. Actually I want to put that on as well, so there we go, the turn will begin 2.3 miles from there, so I could actually hand fly it for the first 2.3 miles, but there we are. Okie dokies, right, job's done, everything's set, I think we're good to go, fuel's loaded, let's close everything down, set everything up, and we'll get going.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck this morning, let me welcome you on board this Easyjet aircraft as you settle in for what we hope is going to be a most enjoyable flight. The weather today doesn't look to be posing much of a problem, so we should have a nice smooth ride for you throughout the duration of the flight. And as the cabin crew continue making their last preparations, if you could please assist them by getting yourselves sat down, your seatbelts fastened, and make yourselves nice and comfortable. The ground crew have now finished loading the aircraft, and we're just about finished with all our pre-flight checks, so it won't be long until we are pushed back. If you could please give the cabin crew your full attention as they go through the safety briefing, we'd very much appreciate it. So on behalf of myself and the First Officer, we'd like to say thank you for choosing Easyjet today, and we look forward to giving you a safe flight.
Good stuff, job done. Captain Nibib on Twitch, by the way, mate, the channel is all about realism, not just rushing things through. So this probably won't be the streaming channel for you if that's not what you're after. Okie dokie, he's just waiting for the APU to kick in, and we'll get back on ground frequency, get the ground crew into position. Captain, was the screen covered? Oh, in that case, you get it. Yeah, don't feel shy in telling me. It's quite easy to quite easy for me to forget that something's covered. You didn't miss anything anyway. We were already going over the brief. So come on. There we go. APU is up and running. So let's now disconnect the external power and let me. Get rid of the GPU, we'll get rid of the cones. I'll get ground services into position. I'll tell you what, I'm not done yet. I've not even got the flight stick out. Can't fly without that. Right, ground frequency, what is it? 1218, isn't it? And we've got tower as well, so we'll just pop that into standby.
Captain, we are ready for pushback.
So right, Easy 86 Foxtrot uniform, Gatwick going.
Gatwick ground, go ahead.
12422.
Easy 86 Foxtrot uniform. Are you able to take the Hardy 1 X-ray departure?
Standby, Easy 86 Foxtrot uniform. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Okay, so copy preparation checklist. Aircraft acceptance has been completed. Fuel quantity is 7.3 tons. I've got that checked and balanced. The seatbelt signs are on. It is. I've got 3.5 greens. Barrel ref 1006 set and push checked.
Cabin crew, we're about ready for flags. So if you can down the door there, cross check. Thank you.
Easy 86 Foxtrot uniform cleared to Surgical all via the Hardy 1 X-ray.
Just wait for this guy to read back,
Hardy,
then we'll get our push.
Mike 605 X-Del, Dennis filed squawk 7201.
Cleared to Paris, Hardy 1 X-ray departure, squawk 7201. Hardy, Mike 605.
Excalibur 320 completely missed the raid on Twitch, my friend, whilst we were going through all that brief. So thank you so much for that, and welcome, guys. Hope you are all well. Gatwick ground, Easy 34 Alpha Mike, stand 103, request push and start.
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, stand 103 and start face east.
Push start approved, facing east. Thank you, Easy 34 Alpha Mike.
Who was the other aircraft calling clearance?
Yes, good evening, French Post 39 Papa with working
Okay, before start checklist, parking brake is on, takeoff data has been confirmed, windows are closed, EFP and phones on silent flight mode, doors are closed and armed, and beacon light is on.
French Post 39 Papa, standby.
Excalibur, you're launching a new VA. Oh, fantastic. What kind of aircraft and routes will you be flying?
No, it takes time, but...
Release parking brakes, please.
Camera ground, Easy
release parking brakes.
Commencing
Easy
push.
383, stand 103,
All
start through
engines
face
clear.
east.
Start at will.
Push start 3 facing east, Easy 383.
Nose switches disconnected. Alright, so engine mode selected to ignition, starting engine 1.
Gatwick Tower 164.225.
124.225, every day, Tango 221.
You too, take care.
Amplifiers, Amplify Australia, my apologies, mate. I didn't see that you'd raided as well. Oh, so busy during the cockpit setup. My apologies to both of you guys. Thank you so much for the raid. Amazing that you guys are all here. Flying to a destination which I have never been to before. It is a real, or will be a real world route this summer. So, yeah, exciting times. Should be a nice approach on the Adriatic Sea as well.
French Post 39 Papa, Gatwick ground.
Gatwick ground, go ahead.
Are you able to accept the Dolphin 1 X-ray departure?
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft.
Sorry, so again please for 39 Papa.
Are you able to accept the Dolphin 1 X-ray departure?
And brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear or in the middle.
And parking brake set.
Novma 1 Mike departure, confirmed 39 Papa.
Floor lighting will guide you to an
Yep,
exit.
okay, that's no problem. I'll
Your
phone
nearest exit may
to...
be
Engine 1's happy and available, starting engine
in an
2.
emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board.
It's very rare now that my model matching doesn't pick anything up, so I'm not quite sure which aircraft this is meant to be.
When the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at
Oh,
all.
Excalibur, you're launching a Virtual Virgin, or Virgin Virtual. Try that again, Virgin Virtual.
Pull a mask
Awesome.
towards you to start the oxygen.
Just in
Put the
time for
mask
cross the
over your
pond.
Nose and mouth. Hold in place with the pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head.
Tow truck
As the tapes
disconnected.
around
Bypass
your
pin
waist,
removed.
click together and
Left
pull
is
the
clear.
strap to
Right
adjust.
is clear.
Do not inflate it in
Excalibur, I'm loving the way that for some reason Twitch has muted the use of the word
If
virgin.
it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight with Easyjet.
And Dwyle Vonker has just gifted 5 EasyJets in Pilot Channel memberships. Dwyle, that is amazing, mate. I'm going to come back to that I will. I just obviously need to get out of here because we're sat in the middle of the taxiway. But wow, that is awesome. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. Right, let me crack on with this. So engine number 2 is now happy. I've got a final load sheet through there as well. So 56.1, that's fine. CFG is 29.7. Which is just within limits, so good. Performance figures are valid.
Bravo Echo Lima, negative standby. I'll call you back in 2 minutes.
So engine mode selected back to normal. Anti-ice not required. APU can come off. Spoilers flaps. 0 the rudder. 29.7 is the CFG. Just set the trim. There we are. Okay. After start checklist, anti-ice is off, ecam status is checked, pitch trim is 29.7, and the rudder is neutral. Flight control jet, full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, and the rudder. Full right, full left, and neutral.
So you confirm my clearance to Navma, 1 mic departure and the SID, and then the aside.
Right, let's get our clearance.
Papa A firm, so it'll be the Navma 1 exit departure to 6 west, squawk 5661.
That's enough squawk 5664 and runway 26 left. Thank you for response to 39 Papa.
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, ready for taxi, and we can take Bravo.
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, taxi on effect Bravo 1 via Papa.
Bravo 1 via Papa, easy 34 Alpha Mike. Quick confirmation of where we're going.
We can also take Bravo.
Papa, Bravo. That couldn't get more straightforward, could it?
Taxi Lima, Papa, hold shot kilo for nice.
Taxi Lima, Papa, hold short kilo for Easy 303.
Right, let's go. Hey J-Hug, good morning. Alright, quick pets check. So, no LMCs that affect our performance figures. Performance figures we've got in still valid via Bravo for runway 26 left. Flex departure, no change to the QNH or anything like that. Engine out procedure is standard, straight out 1700 feet, left turn Willow, we'll get 3000 feet and then return to Gatwick. Departure is the Minfo 1 Mike departure, straight out and then a right hand turn 2.3 miles from the ILS DME. We have speed restrictions, still 25 miles from Detlink, and we will clear up on schedule, and we've got pre-selected speed of 212, which is green dot, and the initial climb is 4,000 feet.
2 stations, repeat for Easy 303, please.
Easy 303, continue taxi Papa, hold short Bravo 1.
Continue taxi Papa, hold short Bravo 1 for Easy 303.
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, nothing further, I'm afraid. One Unicom 122.8, enjoy flight.
Over to Unicom, thanks for the service. Easy 34 Alpha Mike, bye-bye.
Take it.
And I'll be in a red taxi.
Oh, that's a shame.
Go for Marina, sorry, just
right, in that case, a little bit of extra caution, keep an eye out and an ear out for other traffic. Paul, looking forward to the Oceania World update. Yeah, I'm really happy to see that somewhere in the southern hemisphere is going to get a bit of an overhaul.
So if you're on approach to London Heathrow, please ignore the floating A330 for the next 5 minutes or so.
That's a call you don't hear in real life. More company traffic landing, fantastic. Right, that approach path looks clear. So, Gatwick traffic, Easy 34 Alpha Mike is lining up and waiting behind the landing. Company A320, runway 26 left.
Beta traffic, Galatelli 201, airborne 27 left, passing 1000, definitely gold. Lost crew, good morning.
Gatwick. Traffic Easyjet 488, runway vacated.
Just really one of my TCAS wasn't working.
Runway 27 left.
Anyway, whilst dealing with that, taxi checklist, flight control's been checked, flap setting is config 1 FMA, we've got climb nav blue 152, 4000 blue, and flex 68, radar frequency is on, eco memos, takeoff no blue, EFB is stowed, and let's run the landing checklist. Cabin secure, takeoff runway 5 Bravo, runway 26 left. Packs are off.
Gatwick traffic after the departing Easy traffic, Easy 33 will line up runway 26 left via Bravo 1.
And let me just have a quick look at this TCAS. What's going on with that TCAS? Ah, we didn't set the transponder, that's why. There we go.
Protocol 1267, airborne, passing 1026.
And take off. Start the chrono. Engine 1 critical, set 50% M1. And set takeoff thrust. Man flex, SRS, and runway. Right, let's go to somewhere we've never heard of before. Checked. V1, rotate.
Gatwick traffic, Easy 383, loading up runway 26 left.
Nav.
Positive ring for gear up.
A little bit of wind from the left there as we lifted off. And let's set climb thrust, lower the nose, and thrust climb, climb. Pack one back on. Back to autopilot 1. No ATC around sadly, so we'll just clear ourselves up. Let's go flight 190, which will do open climb, standard pressure, open climb 190 blue, slats, back away, clean up, and spoilers disarmed.
Gatwick traffic, Easy 383, taking off runway 26 left.
Hey Spurs, good evening sir, how you doing? Right, well if we end up going through these clouds then we'll get the anti-ice on, but actually it doesn't look like there's many, I mean the weather had clouds up to what, 20,000? Yeah, 20,000 feet? I think we might be alright looking at that. Shame there's no ATC, but never mind. It's you, me, and the A320. Gorgeous view. Hey, Felix Bull, it has indeed been a while. Good evening, Phoenix. How are you, sir? Hope you're well. If you've enjoyed the stream so far, guys, do me a favour, just hit that like button for me. It does make a big difference to the channel, it really does. So thank you to everyone that's gone and done that already. Right, so acceleration, flow, spoilers, flaps, gear, and we can get the lights off as well now. Don't need those. So flight time was what, about 1 hour 44 minutes in total, I think. Times the box say we're going to get there. Let me just ding the cabin crew.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on.
1 o'clock.
We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time.
Which is, of course, 2 o'clock now, isn't it? Here in the UK. Oh, I hate British summertime. Does anyone else? I know countries the world over have their equivalent of daylight saving time or whatever you call it, but does anyone else think we should just get rid of it? Hey Reza Omar, yeah, I also have a 3060, but not the TI. Right, 10,000 feet, lights are already off, so airport's onto the EFIS. Let's just come down the box. So progress 370, that's going to be fine for us. We will set flight level 370, confirm 370 blue, job done. Performance page was 0, that cost index. RadNav page, clear those out, that's done. And then secondary flight plan, we'll copy the active now because we're flying in completely the wrong direction to use that if something goes bang now. Willie Kanuki's here celebrating 25 months of membership. Yeah, he's incredible. Willie's saying, I've seen marriages last less than this. Willie, matrimonial connection. Over 2 years, mate. 2 years, that is awesome. How you doing, Willie? Always great to see you during the daytime stream. And let me just jump back up now that we are in the climb. Just a shout out again to Dwyle Flonker, who gifted 5 Easyjet Sim Pilot channel memberships just as we had pushed back. So Dwyle, that is awesome. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate your support, Dwyle. And welcome to the new members, Hugh, Elliot, Colin, Squiggly, and Steve Colditch as well. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to channel membership. And a big shout out once again to channel member Dwyle as well, who has gifted those.
Easyjet, Tibet 494, push back startup, stand fast, 79, active on the 27 knots, seats on service.
Oh, how gorgeous does that look?
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign has now been turned off. You are now free to move around the cabin and the toilets are now available. However, when in your seat, we recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times in case of unexpected turbulence. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you.
Lemon, do I have any NVIDIA filters? No, none at all. Everything is, you can see, is completely vanilla. Russian says, is there anyone that actually likes daylight saving? It's the worst. Captain Dave on Twitch though says, it's nice to have the daylight saving in Australia East Coast. So have the late summers, sunsets in the evening. Yeah, I mean there's pros and cons, isn't there? I think maybe we should just stick one and pick to it. Pick one and stick to it rather. Felix says it's pretty comical though in Australia. Some states have daylight saving and others don't. Oh, that sounds like chaos. How can half the country do it and the other half not? A says he'd actually prefer to stay on daylight saving time all year round. We are too lucky in the UK to have 6 months of UTC. You see, I'd probably up for that. I'd be up for that, Ace. Yeah, that would work for me. The light evenings. looks like aircraft launch just going in. Gatwick. And Willie, yeah, that'd be good. There's no UK flight sim convention, is there, this year? Is that right? Or maybe not announced yet, if that is the case. David Buster says, good afternoon. Wow, Gavin, I flew on an Easyjet A319 to Rijeka. We don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, and you've got the freeway scenery, which looks very nice. I've never seen it before. I've never been there before, so I'm looking forward to seeing that in a couple of hours' time when we get there. Alan Cole, good morning. Says no flying for me today. Sat waiting for my new captain's pack from Thrustmaster to arrive. So watching the stream whilst preparing the cable management. It's actually, Alan, really easy to set up. If you do get stuck, I did put together a video when I got mine showing you how easy that is to set up. So yeah, it's because the instructions are the kind of instructions that I really hate, which are just pictures, and maybe I'm just useless at trying to work out pictures. That's why whenever we get DIY stuff from IKEA, my wife is better than me at pictograms, so she just tells me what to do and I carry it out. A says Spain should be on the same time zone as the UK and Portugal, which is partly why their lunch and evening meal times are so late. I like you know, I could live in Spain. I could do that kind of life. I love eating late on. I'm an evening person. I'm not a morning person. I much prefer staying up really late. Coolie Boy and Pilot Scott 241 on Twitch. Thank you guys for the follow. I appreciate that. James Connors, is GSX worth the price? You're skeptical on buying it? I think it certainly does add to the immersion of it. Particularly now you can download profiles that people have made from places like flightsim.to, so that's good. Elliot says it's pronounced recap. Well, I think that's 5 different pronunciations we've been given today. That's why I'm just calling it destination. Willie, I think some of the guys may have organised something on Discord. You'll have to have a chat with have a chat with them. Quick look ahead to see if we've got any air traffic control coming up. Oh, Prague radar is online. I'm not sure we actually fly through Prague airspace. No, not looking at that. Oh, stupid me. Ugh. Why we're still trundling along slowly. Mind you, it means we've got up higher faster. Come on guys, where's my PMs? I'm trundling along at 212 knots. That would have been a long flight. Look, see, I'm now going to arrive 4 minutes earlier. Ooh, that means... Ooh. What time would that be? Let me just do some maths. So that would be 2 o'clock local time. Two o'clock. Oh, and I was trying to work out if I get chance for the rotation for the return, but I don't think we will. Never mind. Swifty says he was hoping for Cosford again this year. Yeah, as Will has just said, it's not happening this year. Says no explanation, although I suspect that Just Flight is questioning the value with the advent of YouTube. Of course, there's the huge one in America, isn't there? There's a huge flight sim convention in America. Elliot, same thing. I've been on flight simulators since the mid-90s, but I've never been to one either. The big one in Texas. Should we just all go to Texas? It's a long way to go. Just for a flight sim convention. Right, we're nearly at Dover. Gorgeous scenery down there. and down there. Elias, why is the speed less than 250 weighing above flight level 100? The simple answer was because I forgot to manage the speed. We were respecting speed constraints. I was flying at green dot and then just forgot to manage it. It's okay. Just means we've got up higher faster. In some respects, it could be seen as more fuel efficient. I think you need someone with a bigger brain than me to work that out. Positive, Willie, yeah, you can't afford flying to Texas for it, plus don't fancy the flight either. There's no direct flight to the venue from here, even though there's an airport. Oh, that's annoying. How windy is it down there? Look at the ocean. The English Channel looks rather ripply, doesn't it? Can we see the trucks and ferries at Dover then? Let's have a quick look outside and see what we can see. Well, that's it. Leaving old Blighty now. Liking the rape fields down there as well. Which motorway is it that runs down to Dover? I can't remember now. The M something. Hey Marv, do I think the Fenix A320 is worth it? Absolutely, if you like flying Airbus. I say the same thing to everyone. If you're not familiar with Airbus, get the fly-by-wire A320X. It is, of course, free and it is amazing. And if you like that, then Fenix is next level. The M2 or the M20. Thank you, guys. You can tell I don't live down south. Matt Jensen, hey, any good third-party apps for immersion? So SimSmart. So SimSmart, which I obviously use. So SimSmart, if you're flying the fly-by-wire A320X, SimSmart is, well, really good for the immersion, as it gives you realistic V-speeds, flex. It also gives you your thrust reduction, engine out acceleration values, and your engine out procedure as well. I still use these with the Fenix, not the V-speeds of course, because well, wrong engines, but the thrust reduction acceleration values and the engine out procedure, they are yeah, they're still accurate for the Fenix A320. Willie, you never received and you've paid for it. Did you email support? Not that you'd need to. You should have just pinged me, mate, and we'd have sure I've sorted that for you. Remind me, ping me in Discord after this. We'll get that sorted. How much time do you have for flying these days, Willie? Do you do much flying now? Hey Matt, how's the weather in the UK? Going to be flying into the South UK from Malta to see the family next week. Well, right now it's just showers, but you know, it's coming up to April, which in the UK means quite often that you're just going to get showers and sun, then showers. It's what I call grass growing weather, because it's wet and then sunny, then wet and then sunny, then wet and then sunny. I wonder what that was then. It's the moon. Willie, how much flying in real life or sim? Well, both, mate. Why not both? How is your life at the moment? Mads, are they going to change SimSmart for different aircraft? No. It's literally just for the A320. Hey Paul, just been looking at self-loading cargo and it's nicely priced for payware. Yeah, it is, Paul. I would call it more abandonware now. Yes, you still have to pay for it, but the developer has pretty much shut it down. So it is what it is. It does a job. I use it, obviously. But it's just a shame it never got developed any further than it already is, sadly. Paradiski, good morning. or good afternoon, even as it is now. So Willie, in real life, you were down to London City every 8 weeks with the City Flyer on the sim, apart from the weekly streams, usually 2-3 flights a week in many different airlines. You see, Willie, what you need to do is what I used to do, which was set up a flight going in the morning and then work next to it. And my some work, I always had to be doing something when I was about to come into land, and it really bugged me. Hey Flynn, any UFO sightings while flying in Flight Simulator? Sadly not, although that would be kind of cool if they added some strange things like that occasionally. I want to see satellites at night time, you know, satellites or shooting stars zipping across the sky. I think that would be awesome if we can get that done. Squiggly, that was Dwyle that gave you the gifted sub, Dwyle Flonker, so you can thank Dwyle for that, Squiggly. Mads, is there any alternatives for a performance calculator for an Airbus A330? Not that I'm aware of. I don't know if anybody else in the chat is aware of any of those. Seems no one's made one for a 330 that I'm aware of. Julian Wurtson, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Welcome to the First Officers Club, Julian. Really do appreciate your support of the channel. Hope you're having a good morning as well this Thursday. And yeah, as well, if you're on Discord, don't forget to get yourself into the members lounge. Mike Wright says the Aurora Borealis or the Northern Lights are planned to be added in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I know they're planned, it's just when. I don't know how hard it would be for them to do that. I bet though, knowing Azobo, it's the kind of thing that they'd want to make it realistic, so you don't just fly up to the higher latitudes and see them every night. They'd probably want to get some, because there's a website, isn't there, where you can sort of see what kind of solar activity is going on. They probably want to plug into that, so if there was lots going on, then you've got a really good vibrant display, and obviously if not, then you wouldn't see much. So pretty much like real world weather. Try and make it as realistic as possible. What would be cool if they did do that, it would mean that on certain nights, of course, you could see it here in the UK. It happened not too long ago, that did it? You could see the Northern Lights down in Yorkshire, Scotland, obviously, even further down south than the Midlands, which very rarely happens. Mike, you'd need to get the space weather linked into the sim. Yeah, exactly. That'd be nice. Paul, Sim Update 12 seems to have gone pretty well for me so far. Nothing daft seems to be occurring. Mads, do I have any add-ons that I dream would be implemented into Microsoft Flight Simulator? Oh, there's a question. Yes. I wish I could link this button to my wife's phone to come and bring me a cuppa. Rico's Flying, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Hope you're well. Right, we're about 1,000 feet away from our top of climb. We'll get up there, we'll do the top of climb checks, that kind of thing, and then I'm going to go and grab my tea from the galley. Better not be cold. So my wife has taken the triplets, the girls, out for the day to an adventure park, which means I've got the place myself, which is just lovely. Because of course it's not even the school holidays at the moment, so my wife's actually just sent me some photos through. Just looking at these, the kids look like having an awesome time. Weather's decent, and it's just not busy, which is exactly what you want. Particularly with them three, they're lunatics. Sasha, can I tell you which which way you're facing, east, south, west? Oh, you mean when pushing back on the ground? Well, so we were parked at stand 103 and the controller told us to push back on Kilo facing east. So east is obviously this way, you know, north, east, south and west. So we wanted to push back facing, nose facing that way, so you're pushing back, so the tail would be pushed back to the left, the nose would spin round to the right. Obviously GSX gives you those options. Willie, you actually did that last week. You texted your wife whilst you were live on stream, and she actually brought you a coffee. Yeah, she probably spat in it, mate. Right, we are at flight level 370. That's our cruising altitude. Let's get the TCAS set to below, and we'll just go check all the SD pages. Make sure they are, make sure they're working as well.
Service, which will begin shortly. A reminder that Easyjet pilot channel members are able to access free drinks throughout the duration of the flight. Thank you, and I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the remainder of the flight.
Awesome. Fuel used and fuel on board adds up to what we took, so we know we're not losing anything. That's what you need. Dark Fury, if I'm making a brew, do I deliver? Sadly not, mate. Right. Sasha can't really go on Discord voice at the moment. Well, it looks like we're highly above all the cloud layers, and we've managed to do that climb without the need for any anti-ice as well, so that's neat. Let's have a look at some en route weathers then. Why is that on? Get that off. I know why it was on, but I don't need it on now. Right, en route weathers then. Let's have a look. So Luxembourg's 120 miles away. Brussels isn't far away either. So let's have a look at sending off, see what's happening. And the reason you're doing this is just in case something decides to go bang and you need to get in somewhere. I don't think we've been to Luxembourg. Have we been to Luxembourg before? We must have. Must have been a while ago. Right, where else shall we, where else is a good shout? Let's have a look. Frankfurt's not a bad shout. Munich, just have a look at Munich. Where else we got after Munich? Innsbruck. That's one place you're not going to be diverting to Innsbruck, are you? Zelmsee. I've been to Zelmsee. Salzburg, maybe. The only reason you're going to Innsbruck rather than any of the other ones was if, you know, you got no other choice, and the aircraft was fine, but it was just a passenger that was ill. If something's gone wrong with your aircraft and it's been downgraded for whatever reason, Innsbruck would not be my first choice. Let's see what's happening as well at our destination. LDRI. Let's pop that in. Mike says, shame we're not flying to... I don't know where that is. Is that Perth? There's a thunderstorm. Oh. Do you know, not really flown through any real thunderstorms in the sim. They're not that common in the UK. Willie says you don't think Innsbruck is permitted an alternate anyway. It's not permitted, Willie, as a planned alternate on your operational flight plan. Right, what we got? Luxembourg. Oh wow, it's windy down there. Gusting 28. Visibility's fine though. Alright, so it's gusting. What else we got? Munich. Oh, that's better. Oh, mind you, it's temporary gusting there as well. 25 knots and showers of rain. And what do we have? At Rijeka, we've got 170 at 10. Very well, good visibility. Scattered 2,000, broken 4,000. Nice. So this is what's going to be interesting. Let me just show you the approach chart. It's very brown. There's lots of terrain. So at the Brisa NDB, what do you want? 46. And then you can get down. So yeah, it's going to be good fun, this one. And platform altitude then here is 29, so that's 5 miles. Oh, okay. Well, this is going to take a little bit of planning. So if we want to be 4.6 at the NDB, that means we've got about 1,500 feet or so to lose in yeah, 1,500 feet or so to lose in 5 miles. So that's doable. We might not be going for an ICDA approach though. Tim Walters, mate, thank you so much to the First Officers Club. Welcome, and thank you for joining the channel membership. Appreciate that support, mate, really do. And of course, if you're on our Discord server, be sure to get yourself into the members lounge as well. Mike, variable 20, gusting 35. How on earth do you plan on landing with that? You listen to ATIS and do what ATC tell you to do. Devin, do you think you'll be able to land the plane if something really happened to that? Oh, I get asked this question so many times. The answer is yes, because you just plan the auto land. Yeah. Go somewhere with a really nice long runway, like hello Berlin. Yeah, Berlin's good. We'll get into Berlin. Nice long runway, like a 4-kilometer runway, and a good ILS to boot. Mads, EasyJet A320. No bad idea. Jez Davis, good afternoon. It has been a while. Yeah, good to see you, mate. How you doing? Gorgeous view over Europe now, haven't we? In fact, where are we? Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look. I do like this map. Okay, so yeah, we just passed Brussels. We've got Charleroi as well to the south, just behind us. I love that, Brussels Charleroi Airport. Anyone ever flown to that to go to Brussels? It's freaking miles away. Wow, Fraser 1850 has gifted 5 Easyjet SimPilot channel memberships, going to Mads, Manju, Valstrom, Gary and Yash. Guys, welcome, mate. And Fraser, that is incredible. Thank you so much for your 5 Easyjet SimPilot channel membership gifts. And guys, if you are on Discord, make sure you get yourself into the members lounge as well. I'm usually knocking about in there, and there's all sorts of chaos, normally caused by Nick and Doc Fury. But thank you, Fraser. That is amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Legend. Right, just see we've got an aircraft on TCAS, not a million miles away from us. Where's he going? What's he doing? He's 1,000 feet beneath us. Can we see him? Oh, there he is. Heading in a similar direction. You can see now why the charts showed us, the SIGMET charts showed us about the ice, regarding the icing and things like that up to 20,000 feet. Because look at the thick cloud layers beneath us. Anything, I wouldn't even know there was an autoland. And flying Brussels, yeah, it's way too far from the centre of Brussels. I've been to Brussels twice. Both times flew into Charleroi, and there's another one that's just difficult to pronounce. And yeah, it's about an hour's bus journey either time, isn't it? I'm Groot, good morning, says, maybe someone could tell me when I'm flying on VATSIM, after cleared for the ILS by the approach controller, should I wait until they tell you to contact the tower or change frequency as soon as you're cleared? No, you wait. Always wait and they'll tell you when to contact tower. Yeah, flying Brussels only good for low cost. In fact, I might make an admission here. I think I flew Ryanair into Charleroi, and I think the other time might have been Jet 2. Mads, a Ryanair 747-800 when it lands would create a magnitude earthquake. Quite possibly. They do get a bad press, don't they, Ryanair pilots? Well, the time's come down a little bit now, look. Should be there at about 2 o'clock-ish. That's UK time. 1 o'clock Zulu time. Okay, everything looks good. I can't see any ATC ahead of us, so I'm going to take this opportunity just to go and grab myself a quick snack and bring that cup of tea in that I made 2 hours ago and left in the kitchen. We can debate on whether it's okay to reheat tea in the microwave when I get back. Alright guys, I'll only be away for 5 minutes or so, so thanks for sticking with us. A reminder as well, if you are enjoying the flights, the channel, etc., please do hit the like button, and of course if you are new and you're enjoying it, don't forget to hit subscribe as well. I will be back in I shall be back in just a couple of minutes. And Edilin, thank you so much for following as well on Twitch. I appreciate that. I shall speak to you all in a couple of minutes.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we could be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Alright guys, back with you. How are we doing? Aircraft's still in the air, that's good. Let's just nip into the cockpit, check nothing's broken. That's the only thing, isn't it, when sat there looking at a nice window view? You don't know if there's an alarm beeping away in the flight deck. No, all looks good. Right, Paul, Skiathos or Tivat? Which do I prefer? Oh, I love Tivat. Tivat is actually my... I would say, if I had to pick a favourite sort of cat seat airfield, it would be Tivat. I think it's just got everything going for it. In the simulator, of course. In the real world, it is the most ridiculous place to build an airport. Skiathos is alright, but it's just, you know, it's just a small, narrow airstrip, isn't it? It's the narrowness of that runway that makes it difficult. Aviator Jan, I am well, thank you. Hope you are as well. Good day to you. Now, where did we stand on using the microwave for your tea? Legend Dark Fury says, don't butcher your tea by using the microwave. Yeah, but you know, if it's gone cold, you can just pop it back in there for 30 seconds and on high, and woo, it's warm again. I cannot drink. My wife does this. Who does this? She drinks tepid tea. Ugh. I like my tea to be hot. Not scalding, but, you know, it needs to be warm. Just like that. The tea that I made 2 hours ago in my flask is still beautiful. Hey Aviator Jan, so it's not actually an island. Well, what's interesting is... where did we get that information from? Is it on here? Yeah, look at that. So, that's the information we got there. KRK Island, or... I don't even know how you can pronounce that. Kirk Island. Sounds like it's got a vowel missing. Either way, I think we all know where we're flying, and this is going to be fun coming in anyway. Unless we lose an engine. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Valstrom says cold tea is vile. Yeah, it's not cold, it's just tepid, lukewarm. For me, it's got to be, you know, hot. Aviator Jan, the second pronunciation was correct. Excellent. Legend Dark Fury says ILS, why not the RNAV? Why would you do an RNAV over an ILS? Having said that, what I've not done is checked any NOTAMs, so now is a good chance, good time to do that. Let me bring up my tablet again. Hey Manju, good afternoon. Hope you are well. Welcome on board our flight this afternoon. I'm gonna have to plug my tablet in. It looks like it's about to die, actually. Okay, no times. Let's have a look. Is there an inside view on the A320 Neo? Oh, the fly-by-wire? No, I don't think there is. Right. What do I need to know about this destination place? Right, taxiway Bravo's closed. No, it's not. It'll be open again now. Paragliding activity. Alright. That's not a problem. Unmanned aircraft. Yeah, so most of these don't actually make a slight bit of difference in the simulator. No, there's nothing there. No, that's fine. What's that? My alternate. Oh, it's okay. That's overnight. Aerodrome's close to all traffic. That's all right. that's in the middle of the night. That won't make any difference to us. All right, good. So the ILS isn't on service mode or anything daft like that, so that's fine. We shall be using the ILS approach tonight. Mike Wright says, luckily even here in Perth, Australia, Perth that is, you can buy Tetley's tea from the local supermarket. Really? That's awesome. Elliot says you find the milk goes a bit weird in flasked tea. It's not a flask as in, you know, a massive flask of tea. It's just a cup with a lid on it that keeps it warm. Hey Valstrom, is the livery that I use for the Easyjet Pilot channel exclusive to me, or is it available? So channel members who are middle and higher tier channel members can download this channel livery on our Discord server, so it's not exclusive. Hey Richard, do I have a tutorial on RNAV approaches? Yes, I do, if you want to check the channel out. I think the best way to find those is just to type in something like into the YouTube search box, Easyjet Sim Pilot RNAV tutorial or something like that. Hey Liana, hope you're well. Oh no. My wife's just sent me pictures of the girls in a massive sand pit. Is there anything on this earth worse than sand? Gets pigging everywhere. I know the kids love it. I don't even mind it myself if I'm on the beach on holiday or something like that, but oh, the car. Richard, what's the difference between ILS and RNAV? Elliot says yes, glitter. Good shout, Elliot. I was washing that out of the girl's hair yesterday as well. Richard, difference between ILS and RNAV approach. So an ILS is literally a radar beam that shoots out from the runway threshold and can guide the aircraft all the way down to the runway threshold. A RNAV approach uses waypoints in space, and the aircraft has a database of what altitude it should be at these given waypoints, and so whilst it will take you all the way down so you are visual with the runway, you cannot, or the aircraft couldn't land itself on an RNAV approach. So ILS approach, the aircraft can follow the radar beam and track it all the way to the runway threshold. ILS approach, the aircraft can follow the radar beam all the way down to the runway threshold and land itself. The RNAV approach, it can't, because they are just random waypoints in space with altitudes attached to them, basically. Oh, that is a tough call now, Elliot, sorry. Glitter or sand, which is worse? You can vote in the chat. Glitter or sand, which one do you hate? My vote would probably be both. Where's these clouds coming from? You're ruining my view. Hey, there's a rainbow down there as well. I should be on the ground in an hour or so. Gives me enough time to eat my Baby Bell. I mean, that is a wonderful kind of lunch. You can get a little Baby Bell cheese, snack from the galley. That's what you want.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we could be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
So Redman Tech says sand and glitter mixed together in your bed, nightmare. It actually is. Yeah. Is there anything worse? The nursery that the girls go to have a sand pit. And it's just like, oh God, no! Please don't play in that. I can come home and literally empty a sandpit's worth of sand out of the girls' shoes. It's awful. Awful stuff. Dark Fury says, you think you can see me on your left? Are you flying with us today, Dark? I didn't realise that. Right, time to drink more hot tea. We're going to have to do a briefing soon. There aren't many aircraft flying to this airport at the moment. It's clearly more of a summer destination kind of place. I think there's actually 3 flights today. I think that is it. And none of them are as big as an A320. They're all like little private jet aircraft. Let's have a quick look. Where are we? So we've got Stuttgart over to our right. Well, that aircraft passed on pretty close, didn't it? Look at that. That's quite neat. There's a little rainbow as well there through his contrail. He was far enough away anyway, there was no TCAS warning. Oh, actually, he's 5,000 feet beneath us. He's miles away. Elliot, you think glitter is now mostly biodegradable rather than being a microplastic nightmare, but still awful stuff. Oh yeah, trying to wash out the girls' hair yesterday. I washed it out, and then obviously once you've got the kids out of the bath, and you look in the bottom of the bath and it's just awash with glitter, you think, oh, now I've got to clean the bath out. Or at least give it a good scrub so I can wash it down the, the plug hole. Hey, young friend, wondering if I'm still using the TCA co-pilot's, the Thrustmaster Airbus side stick. Yeah, still using that. Wondering how I manage precise landings with it. Well, the settings for it are just linear, so a little dead zone in the middle, just for when I'm resting my hand on it. But most of it, yeah, it's just a linear, straight line. Seems to work. Seems to work okay, actually. We'll see how today's landing goes. Actually, we've been very good recently. The last few landings we've done have been all right. Hey, Alphanese! How you doing, Alphanese? Happy Thursday to you. So it is the middle of the day, obviously. What is it? It's 1:05 local time here in the UK. And I love asking this question. How many of you people are meant to be at work? Or how many of you people are working from home with the stream on a second screen or something like that? So I'm just muting the microphone while I do crunch away on food. You don't want to listen to that. Valstrom says he has a touch of a baby elephant. The touch of a baby elephant when flying with the TCA side stick. Anything less than a crater is a good landing. I think one of the other things you've got to remember is when you do the flare, you need to hold it. Only a teeny tiny bit. You've got to hold the flare. You've got to hold the back side stick pressure there. The moment you let go, the nose will continue to drop. Particularly if you're idle as well at that point. So, yeah. Sliana says, not been in the office for 3 years, working from home. Excellent. Dano, working from home with the stream on a second screen. Hope we are keeping you entertained today then, Dano. Malik says he's in the office and in a meeting. How on earth are you watching this in a meeting whilst working? Is everybody watching the stream? Is everyone going flying today with us? Richard, it's 11 PM in Sydney. Yeah, you're not going to be working now. Well, you might be. Some people work ridiculous hours, don't they? Particularly if they're self-employed. Elliot, you've got the radio show between 4 and 7. Oh, we'll be done before then, so that's fine. Mark, same there since COVID. Mike Oliver says, definitely working from home right now. Mike, I'm not sure I believe you. I think you should be working from home right now. I reckon there's a cup of tea on the go and a couple of feet up. I might do that, to be fair, once I've finished the flight. So Elliot, you get most of the day, but you get bored from time to time if I'm not streaming. Well, that's it. I've just been so busy of late that daytime streams have just not been possible. So today, actually, I should point out as well, today will be my last stream of the week. I'm away all weekend again. So it would be Tuesday at the absolute earliest, I think, before we'll get back on live stream. So enjoy this one, gang. Be the last one for a few days. Wrong Way 2001 retired, so he pleases himself. Awesome. We say that, but we don't. You shouldn't want to wish your years away, should you? Mark, just a shame team meetings have become a thing. Always seem to interrupt his viewing pleasure. Mike says to fly long haul during the day whilst at work, usually something like Singapore to Perth or something like that. I used to do that, Mike. Yeah, before streaming came along. I'm going back years now. Dano, or am I watching your stream at home and working on a secondary screen? That's an interesting way of looking at it. Legend Dark Fury says he wishes he could work from home. I think so many, but there were those, weren't they? I mean, how many people? I mean, to be fair, if these people are in the chat today, they probably wouldn't be here. But there were loads of people that, when obviously COVID came and everyone got sent working from home, they hated it. Some people hated it. Some people couldn't stand working from home. Much rather would have got into the office. I can't understand that. I would have thought that working from home is an absolute luxury. Kittrick Farmer, yeah, when everyone in the meeting is a flight simmer. If they weren't before, they are now. Mike Oliver, coffee, not tea, but yes, fair enough. And Valstrom also happy that he's retired and can please himself. Depends if you've got wives, girlfriends, or partners that you have to please as well. Mike, right, the only problem with flying online at the same time as a Zoom meeting is make sure you don't ask for a further climb to your Zoom colleagues. Yeah, they might think you want a promotion. Ellie says working from home has proven to be way more productive for certain businesses, along with a 4-day working week. Yeah, I heard a report on that on the radio a few months back, that they've been trialling, one big company been trialling a 4-day working week, and they'd found it was much more productive for their employees, so they've stuck with it, haven't they? Leanna says maybe if the office wasn't an open office. I love this. I can hear the hate in your voice. I hate open offices with a passion. I've never had an office job, so I can't say as I'm experienced in either or. No office jobs for me. I'm not so sure I could stand an office job, to be honest with you. Oh, Sorry, I'm still chomping away. I did the unthinkable. I bought another 1 kilogram bag of pork scratchings. I just can't help myself. Hey, Ali says, graduated looking for line training. Any tips? Oh, Ali, win the lottery. It's it's an expensive game, isn't it? In fact, TUI have just had the cadet program, haven't they? But how lucky would you have to be to get invited to participate in that? Molly, Swedish Skill Pilot. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome on board, Molly. Good to see you. I'm very well. Hope you are too. This fine Thursday. Kittrick Bomber, is it really happening? A 4-day working week? There are some companies now in the UK that have trialled it and yeah, said they absolutely prefer it. They've found productivity has increased, so they've gone with it. Dana says, looking back, it seemed weird to commute an hour or so to work to do a job that only requires you to be in front of a PC. And that's the thing, isn't it, Dano? I mean, why did it take a global pandemic for businesses to realise this? I suppose you need to have a decent internet connection where you live, otherwise it's probably not going to work too well. But yeah, of course, it's you know, great idea. Right, we should probably start looking at our arrival. Let's start with working out if we can actually land. We'll do our landing calculation. Okay, so let's see what we've got. What's our landing weight going to be? So what's that? Zero fuel weight is 56.2. We're looking to land with 3.1 tons. So what's that? 59.3. Let's call it 59.5 tons to land. Alright, so 59 and 59.5 tons then. So we're going to be looking to land at, just turn the brightness up on that, I can't see it. Looking to land runway 14. The weather is dry. Apply the METAR. Just refresh that. Apply that. 59.5. So 6 knot crosswind component, 8 knot headwind component, low brakes, idle no reverse, flaps full. Yeah, we've got no problem landing. So auto brake low. A320 Sim Pilot, sir, how are you doing? Hope you are well. Just checking that we can land where we're going, which under 60 ton really is just going through the motions. Pretty much land anywhere at that weight. So that's fine. All good. I've no idea where we're going, by the way, either. I've seen that Easyjet are taking bookings for this flight route down in Croatia. Saw that there's some awesome scenery available on flightsim.to. And yeah, it's so yeah, I'm going to check it out, see what it's like. These clouds now start to be creeping up and up. They've just completely messed up my beautiful scenic view that we had a few moments ago. Right, so that's it. Landing, in-flight landing calculations done. That's fine. I'll go through the box and check that all the coding's correct for what we're doing. I say, don't know this place at all, so we'll check it out. Interesting amount of brown though on this chart. Could be fun. So we're expecting. This is. I love stars like this. It's the shortest one in history. I think it's got 2 waypoints. We're coming in at Gerda, which doesn't have any speed constraints on that, apart from Erdax. However, we're not using the IF there. This is coming straight in. Oh, dark. Have we still got cost index at 0? We have. Not that it makes that much of a difference. Cost index of 4. Let's pop that in there. So that now got us increased by at least 1 or 2 knots. I love the fact that some boffins somewhere are sat in an office and realise that zeroing the cost index from 4 to 0 actually saves some money somehow. Probably, as we worked out the other day though, could save, even if it's saving something like 0.005 pence, that's still about 18 grand over the course of a year. Alright, so let's check the flight plan from Gerda to Erdax. We are coming in at Erdax. And then let's have a look. Yeah, so I think Erdax you only use with ATC. Or I saw something about that. That might have been on a different chart. So we will not continue all the way down to Erdax. What we'll do is we will come in straight on the centre fix and OM14. Let's just check that out. CI14 is there, and that's where we want to be. 2,900 platform altitude at that point. Oh, that's interesting. Two seat path ahead is not surprising that it's showing that, because it does keep us a little bit high because of the terrain. We want to obviously avoid that. So CI14, it's got 4394 there. What it's not got on this approach is the NDB. Might pop that in ourselves. Anyway, let's just read the charts and get some information from it that we need. So, starting with transition altitude is going to be 10,000 feet. The weather's good today, so it's Cat 1 all the way. Platform altitude 2,900. MSA, as we're going to be coming in 6,500. And the minimum's 464. Don't know if A320 Simpilot is still in the chat on Twitch. If so, have you ever been to this place, Kirk Island? I keep saying it's definitely got a vowel missing. I can't pronounce that. Kirk Island in Rijeka, which we've had a whole host of discussion on how we actually pronounce this place. Due to strong northeasterly wind gusts, wind shear and turbulence can be expected on final. So the winds are actually coming from the south today, so that's okay. Due to potential interference with ILS, it is only approved for aircraft with receivers complying with FM immunity provisions in the sim. I don't think we're going to worry too much about that. ILS all the way. This is good fun. Obstacle clearance calculation of the missed approach procedures based on all engines operative and a minimum net climb gradient 2.5% until the BRZ NDB. Pilot pre-flight planning must consider a high missed approach climb performance appropriate to the intended flight to reach 7,000 feet via the NDB. Okay. Well, I'm not going to bank on losing 2 engines. One engine even. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is we will come in via Brisa, and then that's the NDB that we'll use. So instead of Erdax, we'll pop in, what is it, BRZ. Just check that's the right frequency, 400. Yeah, that's fine. Where's that gone? Didn't pop that in, did it? No. Let's try again. Oh, it's got it back there now. Strange thing. Why has it put manual in there? Right, erase that. I don't like that. Yeah, it's putting it in twice and it's removing the centre fixers. Nope. Okay, erase that. It really doesn't like me messing with that, does it? Alright. Erase that. Let's get rid of Erdax. Tidy the flight plan up that way. That's better. BRZ's showing there. Why is it not showing in the box? Let's try again now. We've got rid of that. No. Alright, erase. That's fine. I mean, that still works for us. All I will say is at CI14, according to the chart, we should be at platform 29. So, let's just say that. 2900. And we'll have the aircraft slowed 180 knots. We'll have flaps. We'll be 180 knots there anyway, and flaps 2. Otherwise, we're going to struggle to get down after avoiding that terrain. So, job done there. That's fine. All right. So, flight plan sorted. RadNav page. What we're going to pop in. We've got a couple of NDBs. We've also got the RJK VOR. So we'll pop that in. Just in case something goes wrong, we end up flying it like a Cessna. KO and BRZ. So that's set. Progress page. What's the identifier of this airport? Can't remember it. The ICO code. LDRI. And we're planning runway 14, so 164 miles away. Top of descent can't be that far away actually. Let's get the latest weather for this as well. Send that off. And then we can fill the box out. Alright, so QNH is 1023. Temperature 13. It's still not that warm really, is it? Winds 180 at 10. Transition altitude is 100, minimums 464. And how long is the runway here? Can we do flaps 3 landing? So the runway length is... that's 2,500 meters, so that's a possibility. Let me just have a look. Flaps full. Let's go flaps 3. Yeah, flaps 3 will be okay. A little bit better for the environment. So, config 3. Just remember to do the overhead. So that's done. How long have we got before we're starting to head down? Oh, not far at all. We need to start that briefing. So that's done. 3 tons of fuel to land with. That's cool as well. Copy that to flight plan. Job done. How high is the airfield elevation as well? It is 264. And missed approach is up to 7,000 feet. Alright, let's do the brief. So, as we can see, we'll start with the weather as per usual. We have got 180 at 10 knots, so a little crosswind from the right as we're coming in. Variable 120 to 210. Visibility is fine, 10 kilometers or more. We've got scattered clouds up to 2,000 feet and then broken 4,000 feet. The terrain around is around 4,000 feet as well, so that should look stunning as the hills should be popping out of the cloud. Should make for a nice scenic approach. Other than that, there's nothing really to worry about weather-wise. It's all Cat 1 stuff. Aircraft is still fully serviceable and we haven't broken anything. No NOTAMs for our arrival airport today as well. Threats to be aware of, well, the big one's obviously the terrain around it. So we want to be careful as we're getting down. Ideally, if as we're coming in, as we're 15 miles out, we want to get down to about 4,600 feet. After that, we're then going to drop down. So 4,600 feet just for terrain clearance. We know we're going to be fine then. But yeah, if something goes wrong, just for our situational awareness, once we're sort of like on the approach, if something does go wrong, we're not happy, we can get ourselves nice and safe. We want to fly out to the southwest. Southwest is good, and to be honest, with the cloud base at 4,000, then as long as we're VMC, we should be all right. But that's the plan. If the worst happens, just get ourselves nice and safe over here. Don't fly to the north or the east or even the far west, because, well, we're in danger of hitting things. So yeah, the weather is the biggest, the terrain is the biggest threat. Unfamiliarity with the surroundings and the airport, so situational awareness, we just want to keep on top of that because it's something new for us today. We've got no air traffic control either, so again, that's something to be aware of. And I just want to check. Yeah, so I think a couple of people are flying with us as well today. If you are, make sure you've got good separation because we will have to backtrack. We won't be able to just vacate the runway quickly, so you want a good few miles of separation there for backtracking. Alright, so let's have a look. In the box, what we got? We are expecting ILS approach runway 14. It is a normal ILS of a 3-degree glide slope. Runway width is 45 meters. Nothing daft there. Yeah, that's fine. Have we got pappies as well to help us on our way down? Yeah, 3-degree pappies. They're fine. They're going to be on the left-hand side as we come in. So that's what we can expect to see. We're on the Girder 1 X-ray arrival, which is basically just going to bring us straight from Girder, and then we're coming straight on to the centre fixes, and we'll be on the ILS. So straightforward arrival, almost a straight-in approach, so that's neat. Transition altitude 10,000 feet. The ILS is platform altitude of 2,900 feet. I'm going to get to 4,600 feet until we are 15 miles out from the ILS DME. Then we can start to drop down. The way to configure that then is I will need to be speed 180 or less and flaps 2 before we get to 15 miles, so almost a stabilised approach this one, so that we have got the time to get down to the platform and lock onto the glide slope, etc. Aircraft doesn't go down and slow down too well, does it? So we'll plan ahead for that. So that's how we're going to how we're going to configure and things like that. We're going to use auto brake. We're going to use auto brake low for the landing, and it's also going to be a also with the flaps 3 landing as well. In the rad nav we've got the airfield VOR, so that's tuned. We've also got 2 NDBs which are on the ILS approach as well. We've got 113 miles to go. Looking to land with 3 tons of fuel. That's going to be all fine. The box is set in. We've just hit our top of descent as well there, so let me just start that descent down. There we go. So let's just select something sensible, something like flight level 150 to go. Thrust idle open descent 150 blue. Down we go. So the box is all done. If we needed to go around, just set thrust acceleration values. That's 1,000 feet AGL, so that's fine. And the second flight plan is an exact copy of the active flight plan. So that's our brief for the approach, how we're going to fly it. Once we have landed, we will...
Easy 34 Alpha Mike.
Hello, Dark Fury. Easy 34 Alpha Mike, pass your message.
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, this is Thomas Cook 141. We've got you on T-Cash falling behind us within 10 miles.
Roger, yeah, we've got you on TCAS as well, Easy 34 Alpha Mike. Yeah, that's decent. We'll probably slow down if Dark Fury is going to do a nip in front of us. So yeah, once we've landed, we can turn around on the runway. It's wide enough. It's 4 to 5 meters wide. So we'll spin around and then we'll get parked at the terminal, which they are self-maneuvering stands, I believe, and you need a marshaller. So that's all good fun. Reading through the charts, so we'll come back in on Bravo and we'll get ourselves in and round on one of the stands. That's fine. Alright, let's just keep an eye on our speed. That'll probably start to drop, but yeah, we also want to keep an eye on the aircraft in front, who is about 7.5 miles out. Right, come back into the chat now. Hey guys, how you doing? Just ignored you for the last few minutes whilst we did the brief, but that's all done. Samara, good afternoon. Dr. Magic's here as well. Good afternoon. Good to see you. What I might do actually is we'll pull speed, and that will allow aircraft in front of us just to accelerate away. And the Thomas Cook aircraft from Easy 34 Alpha Mike will descend at speed 260 knots on conversion.
Roger, we'll keep maintain 280 knots or above during descent.
Roger, thanks, and then we should get good separation. Samara, can I give us foreigners a brief about the destination? I just have done, Samara. That is as much as I know. I can't tell you about the actual place itself because I've got no idea. Never been here before. So it is, it's new to me, it's new to you, this one. Looks like we just had an aircraft go over the top of us looking at that contrail. Right, let's get the train radar on as well. Oh, it is on. That's alright then. Is it turned up? There we go. Hey Kieran, what altitude does the conversion typically happen and how do you know? Oh, I remember reading the technical answer to this. It's something to do with when the indicated airspeed matches the max speed or something along those lines. But it normally happens between... it normally happens around... anywhere between 24 and 28,000 feet. The aircraft's magic, it sorts it out itself, but yeah, there's articles online which we'll go into detail if that's what you're after. Yash, welcome to a gifted membership, but unfortunately didn't see who that was. So that was either Dwyer or it would have been Fraser 1850. In fact, I think it was Fraser. It was Fraser 1850. You can thank for the gifted channel membership there. Let's just keep an eye on... oops, I thought I put those phones on silent. Go away. Let's just keep an eye on our VDEV. Oh, we're only about 600 feet above the profile. That is fine. Eric Vroom, just in time for the approach. Indeed. Yeah, good timing. I said we'd be on the ground around 1 PM Zulu time, didn't I? Looks like that's not going to be far off. Definitely looking forward to this approach. I love flying to new places and new destinations. I was trying to work out if we've been to every Easyjet destination so far, but I can't remember. We'll have to go through and, I don't know, work his way through and tick them off. Kieran, one more question. Seen some real world videos where autobrake low shows on the primary flight display under thrust idle. Yeah, so it shows it just here on the FMAs. So that is just a kind of like an airline specific. It depends what sort of mods the airline has gone for and newer software models, things like that. Aircraft are almost a little bit just like computers. So certain things you get modelled, some things you don't get modelled. Newer computers come out, they've got newer things modelled, stuff like that. So yeah, it's probably one of the newer models that has that there. And Grant Ash, welcome to Training Captain level membership. Grant, that is awesome, mate. Thank you so much. And do make sure, Grant, that you get yourself into the VIP lounge on our Discord server as well, if you are on Discord. Grant, really appreciate you supporting the channel like that. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a good Thursday with us as well. Right, the aircraft ahead of us looks to be 10 miles in front. That is that's good for separation. Works for me. Hey Fraser, when you appear on in the sim, your Fenix starts automatically. Is there a way to change it to cold and dark? Yeah, so on the tablet, if you go to the Fenix app, whoops, and go to the Fenix app and then panel states. I've got to be careful not to actually press this. Oh, why is that not working? Yeah, cold and dark. You'd select that, and then there's a button to select that as the default setting. Obviously, I'm not going to go anywhere near that right now. Okay, so we've got 10 miles separation between us and the aircraft in front. Happy with that. I'm just going to increase that to 270 just to get that profile back in. If we need to creep below that profile, that is absolutely fine. One of the things that I do need to check though on this is the MSA. We don't want to get down too soon because, well, I know there's terrain down there, but it's hidden by the cloud. So where are we going? Oh, we're direct girder at the moment, so what we've got MSA at girder. Oh look, yeah, so it's 103, so we don't want to get any lower than that, in which case what we can do is we can set, we'll set flight level 110, there we are, that will work. Fraser, you're welcome. Hey, back here's 173, I didn't see you come into the chat, mate, hope you are well. Looking forward to seeing this airport scenery as well. The pictures that I saw on FlightSim.to looked really good. Right, the temperature is within icing range, so we'll get the anti-ice on in a minute or two as we drop through this cloud layer. Mishlug says, unfortunately he's got to work, but we'll be running running the stream on his second monitor as you don't want to miss the landing. Sounds like a good plan. I don't want to miss the landing either.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you could please return to your seats and ensure that your seatbelt is securely fastened. If you are traveling with an infant, please ensure that they are secured safely using the infant seatbelt harness provided. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you.
Alright, start to concentrate now, so the seatbelt signs are on. We're going to get ourselves down to 10,000 feet, and we're losing local pressure for that, which is 102. 3. And the approach checklist. So, Bauer F, QNH 1023 set, cross check, seatbelt signs are on, minimums 464 set, auto brake is low, and the EFB is stowed. Just disconnect that. There we go. Aslan, we're not on any server, we are on the VATSIM server today. India Kilo Romeo is identified, so we can see that. Time for the anti-ice, I think.
Rijeka traffic. Thomas Cook 141 slowing down now to 250 knots, and we're overhead. Good.
Okay, well, we'll do the same. Rijeka traffic, easy 34 Alpha Mike, also reduces speed now 250 knots, currently 10 miles from good.
And Rijeka traffic, easy 33 is completely balls up the approach of runway 14, so we're just going to decrease down to 240, and we're currently 15 miles from Gerda.
Sounds like the separation will be fine then. Right, let's activate the approach phase as well. This job done. Okay, and we want to get down to, I can put it down to 5,000. So, thrust idle, open descent 5,000 blue. Remember, ideally we wanted 4,600 feet when we were 15 miles from 15 miles out from the ILSTME. In fact, what I can do, oh, why I didn't do this before actually.
Rijeka traffic, Thomas Cook 141, we're inbound direct to Charlie India 14 to capture the localizer for the runway 14. We're going to slow reduce our speed down to 180 knots.
So speed brake's currently out. Looks a bit murky, doesn't it? And what we're going to do is I'm going to pop this into heading mode now. Yes, I know speed brake's out. Once again, my Fenix displays seem to be a little lagging. Say 4,600 feet. And can use open descent now just to pop that around here at Brindisi, which is not Brindisi, at Breezer. And we'll start to reduce speed as well. So let's start to manage the speed. So VS 1000. Once we then pass the BRZ NDB, which is just here, we can continue down to the platform altitude, which is 2,900 feet. Just as we'd briefed. Chris Hogg, hi mate. Good timing, Chris. Hope you are well. That cloud base wasn't lying, was it? There we go. Alt star, capturing 4,600. So now we'll bleed off the speed. Start configuring flaps 1. Speed's checked. Flaps 1. Glide slope, lock blue, Cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2. Lock star. Oh, perfect. And we'll reduce speed 180 knots. What a gorgeous approach.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be
Glide slope
stowed,
star.
armrest down,
Flaps
and
2,
window
speed's checked.
blind open.
Flaps 2.
You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing.
And the missed approach
Please help
altitude,
us by handing in any rubbish,
7,000.
newspapers or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
Rijeka traffic easy 34 Alpha Mike is established 14 miles, runway 14.
Rijeka traffic, Thomas Cook 141, we're on short final 5 mile.
Perfect. So this is just an ILS approach, not an ILS DME approach. So what we can use for that is the VOR. So just correct that actually. And correction, easy 34 Alpha Mike is established 11 miles.
2,500.
Let's start slowing down final approach speed. So I've hit the replay button as well, guys, so we can check out the replay of this a little bit later on, because I reckon this is going to look superb. There we go, runway's in sight. Oh, what a gorgeous destination. Alphanase, yeah, still using the profile that I have set up for FS Realistic. This was a good choice coming here, I think. Mind you, I think it's 1 point every 15 minutes if memory serves, but obviously you can get more points by just chatting. That earns you more points, and obviously donating, things like that, that does as well. What is that, like a crane or a TV mast or something? Right, why are we not slowing down? Concerning. Get out. Spoilers. Lights. Oh, how gorgeous does this look? Can't wait to see the replay of this from a passenger perspective. Okay, 5 miles, flaps 3, landing checklist. So, cabin is secure, go around altitude 7,000 feet, set ECA memo, landing, no blue.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing.
God, amazing. Rijeka traffic, easy 3 for Alpha Mike, 4 mile final. Did Dark Fury say he'd vacated the runway or not? I can't recall. Hey, Photochramax, good time for landing indeed.
Easy 3 for Alpha Mike, runway is now clear.
Thank you, Dark. Easy 3 for Alpha Mike is now 3 mile final. Runway 14. Right, let's see if we can bring her in nicely. Awesome approach. 1,000 feet. Pappy's on the left, just as briefed.
And easy 303 to establish on the ILS runway 14, currently 10 miles.
Oh, no pressure. Reduce the final approach speed.
Above.
3 whites, 1 red. Got the picture.
Minimum.
Continue.
$50, $40, $30, $20. Retard.
Come on, get down. There we go. And supplies deployed, reverse green. Oh, my rudder pedals are not in the right place. Manual brakes. Let's get off. I forgot I went round the back of the PC yesterday. My rudder pedals are not in the right place. This is very uncomfy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you
Brake
take all your
traffic, runway
personal
14
belongings
is
with you,
vacated.
checking in the seat pockets,
Right, let's shift
underneath
it so
the
it
seat,
actually is.
and in the overhead lockers. Do take care when opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your Easyjet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter or Easyjet app.
So we need to stop here because we're not actually allowed to enter the apron until we have got a follow me car. So as per the chart. So what we'll do now is we'll pick a gate 2 I guess. Request follow me, yeah. Handled by Croatia Airlines. Here he comes. Oh my god, he's an F1 driver. That's ridiculous. That's brilliant. Love that. Have you ever seen anything quite so fast? It's just get that off and that off. Turn that off as well. Alright, I'm coming. So bloody fast. Come on GSX, you can do better than that. Only one aircraft as well is allowed to maneuver on the apron at any one time as well, according to the charts. So Dark Fury's in. Chick said, you're talking about the ACARS uplink. Yeah, that works just as it does in real life, assuming the ACARS uplink is working, of course. But yeah, that's right. So it is realistic, that. Now, where is this car taking me? Doc, have you just nicked my parking spot? Ugh, right, I'm going to have to go to number 3. Change gate. Number 3. Yeah, I need to follow me. Come on, I want to see him zoom out again at warp speed. Where is he? Did the other aircraft land yet? I've not seen him come in. Come on, let's get to the gate. I want to see this replay. Where are you? So this scenery, someone was asking about, this is freeware scenery. One of those amazing freeware sceneries available from flightsim.to.
Right
so
behind
you can
you.
grab that. Oh, he has landed. Excellent. Oh, you have to wait for my follow me vehicle. Where's he gone? Oh, screw this. Come on. We'll break the law. Come on, can we move, please? Oh, put the parking brake on. Idiot. That's better. I don't know where this follow me vehicle ended up. Oh, what is he doing? Is he cutting the grass? I bet Dark Fury's driving that. Self-maneuvering stands, always good fun. Hang on, Dark Fury's aircraft has not only just changed changed parking spots, it's also changed liveries. Was that you, Dark? I thought you were flying TUI. What great airport scenery this is, though. We'll take a moment just to appreciate this. Right, that's done. Fine. Parking brake on, but I'm not going to turn off the engines because in a little while I'm going to check out that replay. So let's just have a quick look and see what this looks like. Yeah, another one of these great freeware airport sceneries. Look at that. Custom buildings, both front and back. Ooh, little advertising boards as well. Croatia, full of life. Got anything in the control tower? No, doesn't matter. Oh, that's weird. What's that? That's interesting. Never mind. Like the fire engine house as well. Some detail gone into that, and also the training aircraft. That's great stuff. No guts, no glory. Wonderful. Yeah, what a beautiful little airport. One I can highly recommend flying to. We'll have to depart out of here as well. They've also put quite a bit of work into the surrounding area. Look at that. We've got model aircraft there, and we've got road signs as well leading to the airport. Yeah, apparently we do. Awesome. Right, should we check out the replay then? Because that looked like a really nice scenic replay. So I'm going to check that. What's going on with this guy? There we are. He's still shouting at me to sort the engines out. Right, let me get off VATSIM. Thank you so much, everyone who flew with us on VATSIM. Let's check out the replay. Where are you? Alright, well, I'm going to check out the left-hand side to begin with, because I think that's probably going to be the most, the most scenic. So, yeah, let's check that out. There it goes. Mind you, can this airport accommodate a 737? Yes, it can, yeah. Oh, the amount of work that some modders put into freeware airports. I mean, this airport as well. I was amazed to find, when I decided this would be a nice place to visit, I was amazed to find there was actually a freeware scenery available for this place. Such a random little airport. But there it is. There's clearly an American in that truck down there. He couldn't negotiate the roundabout. Winds were nice and stable on approach, weren't they? Not quite sure what was happening with the speed, though. That was frustrating. Ended up flying it in selected speed at VAP rather than managed speed. Didn't want to work for some reason. It's okay. I think the main thing is just knowing how to get around little intricacies. When things don't work, force it to. Elliot, I keep meaning to check out the We Love VFR series. I think you're quite right. Lots of effort gone into that as well. I'd love to know what that building is. That is a very tall chimney. Loving the reflection off the water as well. Anyone coming here on holiday though, they must be a little bit gutted. It's very grey. Naga says, amazing the truck didn't roll over when it had to turn. Yeah. The next sim update, maybe. TKC, are my graphics settings the same as my video? Yes, for my 3060 graphics card. Yep, they are. They haven't changed. Winex, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Hope you are well. Pal, how did I disable the text marshal system with GSX? It's just in the options. Yeah, that's the not the in-sim options, but the actual what is it? That quality engine options, something like that. Oh, spectacular approach. I like this. Shadow down there as well. Hey Brian Crawley, good to see you, mate. How you doing? Elliot, that was my first graphics card with Microsoft Flight Simulator, the 1660. It wasn't the TI though. Ooh, nice. What was the landing rate on that, guys? Not the replay, but can anyone remember what the landing rate was on the actual, you know, the main landing? Looked pretty okay to me, did that? Let's have a quick look at the other side. Oh, that's just gorgeous. Photochromics 133, Bacchus also 133, Paul, Mike 133. Oh, you're not going to get better than that, are you? Anything less than that is probably a little bit unsafe. Yeah, 133 spot on. We seem to be going through a bit of a period at the moment where we're getting some nice landings. Hey, Stephen J, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I wonder if the replay touchdown rates were as good. Might even be better. $108. Awesome. Well, I can highly recommend a trip to this airport. Nice little approach. One you want to think about as well. There's a little bit of terrain, so it's just not straightforward away you go. So yeah, I enjoyed that. What did you guys think to that that airport, that approach? Hopefully you've enjoyed the stream of the flight today. Stop beeping at me. Go away. There we go. Yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. I've really enjoyed this flight, and just seeing the low-level cloud and things like that. Absolutely gorgeous. Guys, thank you so much for watching today. I really hope you have enjoyed our stream this afternoon. This is me done now until at least Tuesday of next week, as I am now away. So a huge shout out and thank you to everyone who has supported the channel on this stream via channel membership, gifting channel memberships, things like that. Thank you so much, everyone. Really do appreciate that. I will announce when our next streams will be on our Discord server as per usual, but until then I'll obviously be on Discord and chatting things like that. If you are a new channel member, make sure you get yourself into the members lounge and the VIP lounge, etc. Huge thanks as well to those of you who gifted channel memberships today as well. Really love all the support you guys give. I appreciate it so much. Everybody have an amazing weekend, and I look forward to seeing you next time around. Have a great time, everyone. See you all again very soon. Bye-bye.
Retard.